mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I couldn't find a job. Prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X podcast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Malcom. This is the Black Dot.
In the building, in the flesh.
In the building. Thank you guys for joining us on this Thursday. Thursday shows always have, a sense of, the weekend's here.
Yeah, end of the week
action. So, thank you guys for joining. So excited.
We appreciate you.
Hope you guys got the alerts. Yeah, I hope you guys got the text alerts. Hope you guys got all that stuff. Thank you. How was your week so far, sir?
So far, so good. It's an amazing week. Aaris Sturrup, what's good? I see you in the building already. We're going to get this thing going. I got a message or two to deliver. I mean, I don't know if I should open with the message. First of all, let's handle some house cleaning.
Okay.
Like text message.
Oh, yeah. So if you want, the text alert, you can text us at 917-810-3077.
Mega Bills is in the building.
If you want to join the Urban Exclusives membership, now we have like over 40-something hours of classic Black Dot lectures in there in the vault right now.
It's heating up.
We had how many episodes of the after show that we have? We did like
55 episodes of the after shows.
We got some interviews in there. We got a lot of cool stuff in the membership. And we have our, community in there as well that just talks, shares stories.
Yes.
Things like that, shares good news and stuff like that. That's amazing. So you can join that as well. The link is in the description below.
Right. Go to Shop Urban X to get the latest wares.
Yes.
That's called housekeeping.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff around here. We ain't even get into our online course.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Which is starting to pick up speed and momentum.
And we got some more stuff coming about that, too. Very exciting.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Yes.
You'll hear about that on Monday for sure.
Monday for sure.
I
know y'all going like, God damn, will y'all just do the show instead of every time we turn around, y'all got some shit going on. Yeah. We're trying to grow, we're trying to expand, and we're trying to,
and not end up like CNN Plus.
Yeah, we don't want to end up like CNN Plus and have to shut this bitch down. So my message is not a planned message. I want to say this realm, as we know, is not real.
Right.
And you have a perfect opportunity now to charge your avatar.
Okay.
And by charging your avatar, it's almost like charging your talisman. This is sorcery on a whole nother level. This is a third dimensional projection of who I am. I am not here with you.
Okay.
You didn't feel that.
Okay.
I'm not here with you. It is a third dimensional paradigm projection of me. Now, with artificial intelligence, the meta world, and all this social media, you now can send a reflection of you who are not really here into another universe, which is the social media. So when I speak about your avatar, it's your character that you create from top to bottom. It could be anybody you want it to be. Now, it don't have to be true. Like you go to these rappers, he ain't really do that. So, how many times have we uncovered somebody who wasn't who they say they were, and it does nothing to their following?
That's true.
It does nothing to their, he was taking it up the booty from this one. He was a cop. And people go, so he's scamming the people. I got the receipts. He never paid me. And they go, so?
Yeah.
Because our people are not interested as much as you think into that level of truth. They're interested into the story, the narrative of your character, more than you can imagine. So, when I hear Pusha T's got a new album dropping, you heard it already.
Oh, yes, I did.
You got the exclusive.
Fire.
So he's got a new album dropping tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have to change my perspective on how I listen. Instead of going, he ain't really do all that shit. He'd really be in jail if he did. I'm missing the point. Yeah. He has mastered his avatar. And his avatar is in his mind, in his third dimensional projection of himself, and the reflection of that into the social media world and the record world. He wants to be a drug kingpin.
Yes.
And because his character is very well put together.
Shouts out to Khalil who sent me the album earlier.
And he's narrating his own story with dope ass rhymes and dope ass beats.
Yes, he is.
It has become a reality for him. Griselda, on the other hand, we know they're not currently doing the shit, but they did that shit. Or, they have receipts. So they're living off their past and just telling you who they were, but they are not that now. What am I getting at, Doc?
Yeah, I was waiting.
You are all have the same capabilities while you're here to do the same things. Go into the social media world, create your avatar, charge up your avatar, and live vicariously through your avatar, because none of this shit is real.
So what you're saying is fake it till you make it.
No, there is no, it's all fake.
I get it.
So you can make it when you fake it, fake it when you, however you want to bake it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. However you want to cook the shit up. I just saw a young lady who was, no disrespect, she was horrific. Looking with no makeup on.
Gotcha.
Like she looked totally and then I saw her, she sped up the camera, she was doing that, and she was the most beautifulest thing I had seen in a long time. That's her avatar.
Yeah.
She's facing inner demons of her supreme ugliness, which in this third dimensional projection is real.
Gotcha.
Well, not real. And she has ping-ponged it into another universe.
Gotcha.
And she is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I feel sorry for the dude who gets her home.
Right.
And peels back the layers.
Throw some water on her face.
Oh shit! Now, that does not mean she doesn't have a beautiful soul.
We don't care.
That doesn't mean she's not kind-hearted and smart. I'm just simply saying.
Gotcha.
We all have the capabilities, because your only reason here is to learn how to manipulate matter. I keep telling you that. You stuck into this shit where you think this is real, like R-E-A-L. This is R-E-E-L. And the ones who survive and master it are the ones who have figured that out.
Yeah.
All of these rappers, actors, politicians, it's not real. These chicks, a lot of these chicks who are supposedly Instagram divas, are sleeping on pissy mattresses. You've seen it. Sometimes they make a mistake and they show you how they live. You're like, oh,
yeah.
Because they have figured this out.
Right.
None of this is real. Don't get your feelings hurt. Last thing I want to say is I want to talk about 4 levels of people, right? There's the elite. They create all of this. They know what's going on. Then there are the ones who carry out the laws of the elite.
Okay.
Then there is us, the ones who know something is wrong. And we spend our time doing the best we can to uncover what is wrong and what's going on and trying to solve pieces of the puzzle. And then there is the bottom knuckle draggers, as I call them, who don't give a shit whether it's real or not. You keep trying to reach back and save them. They don't want to be saved. It's the ecosystem of the world. It's the circle of life. Mm-hmm. We got to eat people. People got to be eaten. Birds got to fly. Pigeons got to do this. The shit from that creates manure for this. It's all in the ecosystem. So find your place within this ecosystem of reality and enjoy yourself while you're here. It's the message of the day.
All right. Okay, so we get the show started now?
Oh, yeah, we can get the show started.
Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, yesterday, A$AP Rocky was coming on a private flight from Barbados where he was with Rihanna and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And when he landed at, I think it was LaGuardia Airport, he got arrested from a shooting that happened. No, this is LAX.
LAX, yeah.
I was thinking LAX. And he was arrested for a shooting that happened back in November, in which the victim claimed that A$AP Rocky with two others approached him with a gun. And the guy wound up getting shot like two times, I think. And Rocky is named as a suspect. Apparently today, the LAPD, also the cops went into his house.
Yeah, they with a battering ram,
and left with some evidence regarding this case.
Yes.
What do you think that's about? The timing just seems like
I'm hearing it's a lot of them ASAPs, right?
Yes.
I'm hearing one of them ASAPs supposedly had snitched on him.
So A$AP Bari claimed that one of the other ASAP dudes
ratted him out.
Yeah, snitch.
And that may lend to maybe they had him on something. Because that's the way that goes. Somebody leaning on you.
Yeah.
And, but I think the timing of it is interesting. Mm-hmm. Now that he's being catapulted into stardom by default.
Yeah.
Him dating Rihanna.
And when's the last time you heard about, just A$AP being in the news, except when he was, locked up?
Yeah, and Trump got him out.
Because
he beat somebody up in Sweden or something to that effect.
That happened.
So, yeah, he was on lockdown for that. But remember, these guys are street guys, and before they reach levels of stardom, a lot of them do certain things. And again, if it's hard to beat eyewitness testimony.
Yeah.
Like, I put you there, and then if one of your boys put you there, then you was there.
Now, what if he gets? Because apparently somebody said he's facing 20, right? That's crazy. But he was able to bond out on $500,000 bond. So, do you think this is the a snap initiation, you know what I'm saying? You're about to enter some elite realm now. You having a baby with Rihanna. Now we got to see what's up. We got to We got to put you in the room with those black suits now.
Well, he's already. I already saw him pause in his drawers.
True.
Doing them weird ass ads. That's enough for me to go, yo, come on, son. So, but again. This is a wacky world that we live in,
right.
And that initiation sometimes may not include your partner, but sometimes may. Mm-hmm. You with this partner the whole time. They have to have some kind of knowledge of what it is you're into to keep the lid on shit. So maybe this is a part of his humiliation, because we spoke about the humiliation with Westbrook, Kanye West, Will Smith, Chris Rock. LeBron James, maybe he's a part of this. These people are going through levels of humiliation that's, saying, unprecedented, in the sense that so much of it is happening over a short periods of time.
Gotcha.
So he may have, or this may be your past catching up to you.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? You do some dirt and you think you've gotten away with it, and you only... It's only a secret if only I know about it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today.
Listen, if only do your dirt by your lonely.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, man. It's it's really no way. And especially if they want to catch you, they will catch you.
I've never, ever even used my boys as alibis on some shit I was doing creeping.
You can't.
Ever. No. Niggas do it all the time. Say I was with you. Now, that's a loose story because I know your girl.
Yeah.
Hey, D, what's going on? And the minute she give me that look, I'm fucked now. What? He was with me Tuesday at 9.
You remember that?
Bitch, that's all I know. I don't know where we went after. I don't know where we went before. We was together.
You remember that comedian, Rashid Thurman? He said, like, you tell your girl you went out bowling, then she see it, then, like 4 months later, she see your boy, like, what's your bowling average?
Exactly. I don't bowl. So understand, I don't want to leave those kind of loose ends.
Yeah.
So any dirt you do is you and the counterpart. Now, if she should never come across talking to your girl, because you fucked up anyway.
Got it.
If she contacting your girl, they're having conversations you know nothing about.
Fact.
You done. Just pack your shit. Oh, you on the phone with her? I just came to pick my shit up. Because I know it's no way around this. But so don't use your boys, especially in loosely. You got to use your boys in intricate shit. And then if they not capable of carrying out that kind of shit, because they start sweating and shit, you know, well, what you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to be involved with y'all shit. That's all she need to know. So, you know, if he did some dirt,
and I think I give people way too much credit for being like dumb or for being smart, rather. Because I'm thinking like you walked up to somebody with a gun, you're famous, dude, or you with somebody who had a gun.
Listen, these drill rappers live their raps.
This is true.
So you want to know about the unknown, you study the known.
Yeah.
How come the drill rappers are actually going to jail? It's because they actually doing that shit.
That's true.
Right? They killing and they robbing and they stealing.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. How come these set of rappers, who the elite who talk about the same shit, ain't going to jail?
That's true.
It's either they feds
That's a good point.
or they're acting.
I like it.
It's very clear once you just start using common sense. So, you know, a lot of your street cred is you with your boys, they do this.
Yeah.
You may be the one in the group, you know, like in Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, this is me at home while Malcolm is in the car with some of his thug friends. And I'm like rolling the marbles like I taught this nigga better. And then Malcolm got a big, yo, let me out. Let me out, son. Yo, let me out. Let you out, nigga. We got food. Come on, fool. We got to go get payback on these food, cuz. No, let his ass out. Malcolm get out the car, blow away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there rolling the marbles like, talk this nigga better than this, right?
Oh my God.
So, you know, that's how that.
I mean, the way your brain works, man, it's.
I'm just saying, that's the way that's gotta go. So, you know, it's all depending if you trying to be somebody you're not, God, or your teachings abandon you in a moment, and maybe he thought he was really ASAP Rocky. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
And got caught in some shit. I don't know. I'm just, you know, toying with the ideas. You know,
oh boy,
this is not a news show. This is a show about speculation and conjecture, and you know, we just examining shit through.
Oh man, that's right. That's right. I'd have stayed in the car with my pockets in. That's right. Or had your
that's pockets in.
That's right. I'd have stayed in the whip.
After your boys put the work in and shot him up. You know what? Nigga, hit him with the pocket sand. Yeah,
it's gonna hurt trying to get it out.
It's gonna hurt trying to get that out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You are tuned into the sounds.
That's funny. Well, speaking of news, right? A couple weeks ago, we spoke about CNN Plus.
Yes.
Said it was gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
Now they immediately said today, put out a press release today saying that they are ceasing operations at the end of the month. Mind you, they launch this month.
Oh man,
that is upwards of $300 million that they spent
Heads
launching
are going
this thing.
To roll.
The CFO already resigned.
Yes, absolutely.
People at the company, like, they were crying and stuff like that. Because I do feel bad for the people behind the scenes putting this together. That's a lot of stuff.
Right.
Coding technicians, like, that's a lot to, you know, that was a lot of money that they put in trying to launch this thing. However, they didn't read the room.
They did not read the room.
They didn't understand that the fact that a lot of the news, a lot of the traffic they were getting was because of a Trump presidency. Trump is not in office anymore.
Right.
So now, what do you have to say? Like, you need to
because they're not based on news anymore.
Right.
They're based on propaganda.
Right.
And once the biggest propagandist is no longer in office, it left a huge void.
No.
Not just for CNN,
and then
for a lot of them.
Again, then the pandemic happened.
Right.
Pandemic happened, and you could everyone was tuned in to CNN. They had the death counter on the side.
Yes.
Oh my God, Florida's gonna flow. I mean, sink. But once the sensationalism wears off and people just start to realize, like, all right, this something's not right.
They had the George Floyd thing, so they had a few.
They had a few things that was
thrown in.
When you strip all of that away,
you
strip all of that away, and what you wanted is finally Trump is not in office no more. Now you have to give real news.
Yeah, real commentary, real
news. And their ratings for a cable network were not good. Now you want people to pay, not for unfiltered, uncensored stuff, but just more of the same.
They should give us a show.
We would have killed that.
We would have killed that.
But I'm saying, like, it was like this person got a book club, this person got a cooking show.
Yeah, that's some shit you can get on free TV on channel. Them weird.
And mind you, these people that they were doing for these extra pieces of content aren't even like really known for these things. Like this, Anderson Cooper had a parenting show.
Wrong person.
You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like they had brand new talent. This is what they're known for, and we still are doing an extension, extension of what we already do. It wasn't that. They thought that they were bigger than they were. They got embarrassed. And then, remember, they got merged, the Discover merged.
Right, with them.
Or kind of absorbed.
Now, I like the Discover channel. That's with the animals.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think Discover and HBO merged, or Warner merged.
Oh, okay.
That's a big thing that just recently happened today, as a matter of fact. So... And I spoke about last year that the new CEO of that company, they were about to acquire CNN. He said, I want CNN to go back to just regular news.
Yes. And that's a shakeup that a lot of them, the underlings, are not ready to deal with.
And remember, Zucker, the president, he just got ousted.
Yes.
He had to resign because of
scandals.
The scandal, Cuomo thing. Don Lemon is about to go to court. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's happening.
Yes.
And they didn't need to burn essentially $300 million, but damn, they did.
They did.
That's a
lot of bread. That's a lot of bread.
A lot of bread. So a lot of people are, upset about it. A lot of journalists are upset about it, and some journalists said something to the fact like, "Yo, before you say something, snarky about CNN Plus, think about all the people who had to work in the background." And then somebody responded and said, "Well, what about all the people who were working on the Keystone Pipeline?" Who got the rug pulled under them, and y'all basically said, "Go find another job, go learn how to code, go learn other skills,
go get another trade." Yes,
right,
absolutely. So don't pull that bullshit. And somebody said, "Don't forget about Ted Turner's role in all of this." Didn't he sell CNN? Well, he has TNT.
Yes,
and Turner Broadcasting Network now. Yeah, that's a lot of bread though for $300 million. Virgo vibes, Inglewood in the house. Inglewood. Appreciate you. We got some Nipsey shit going on too.
Oh my gosh, you want to talk about that now?
Go for it. Shit.
Okay.
What the hell?
Okay. So on DJ Academic's podcast, I think it's called Off the Record Podcast. He had 6ix9ine, he had Whack 100, and he had Hassan Campbell.
Yeah.
Now, when I saw this meetup,
you thought like this is not going to end well.
Yeah. No. First off, I said, okay, they all, for all of the stuff that they do on their own social media platforms, all just kind of all admire each other on the low.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Again, it's an internet world. I admire the 6ix9ine character as a snitch.
Yeah.
That's a villain. He's mastered that. I am the snitch.
Yep.
And nobody cares. He still get people who watch. So there's still a fascination with his avatar.
Yeah. So I didn't watch the interview, but I just kind of just assumed like you said, it wouldn't go well. And then a couple days later, like on Clockwork, Hassan was up exposing a secret audio. I guess he had Whack 100 talking greasy about Nipsey.
Greasy.
Now, when Nipsey passed, Whack was one of the first ones, one of the only ones saying this about Nipsey. Not specifically what he said in that audio.
But he was innuendoing.
He was just saying like, yo, he not no legend. Y'all saying he a legend. He not all that. He ain't putting no work in the hood. Boom, boom, boom. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. But he said, and then it always seems like anytime like there's a rapper who has like a big name, Whack always says he has something on them.
Got you.
So he's like moving like the modern day like Suge Knight, like not as fear, but just kind of the dirt. He said he has sex tapes on everybody, and we could talk about this more in the after show. But that was a lot. That was a lot.
And he said he had a gay tape.
Yes.
on Nipsey.
That was a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
And that kind of like, again, what that does for people's belief system in idol worship, the idol worshipers who put these people on pedestals. Now, I'm not saying you can't enjoy somebody's music and be inspired by them, but this is a realm of polarity. So the equal amount of positivity they've done, you have to allow in your mind, this is the secret sauce, the equal amount of negativity they may have done along the way, because the pendulum swings both ways. So for everything positive he did in the community, there's always an underlining aspect. And I'm not saying he is gay. I wouldn't be surprised. This is Hollywood. Everybody gay sometime. You've seen Tropic Thunder. So, but you understand. So, and that he got tapes of him and his baby moms with his man. They running the train on her.
Okay, we're just talking about it. All right.
Well, I'm just saying.
Right.
He gave that information up.
True, that's what he said.
And he was being secretly recorded.
Yes. Which I don't know how you can expect.
No, listen, anybody I've talked to that calls me out of the clear blue that I haven't spoken to in a while, and then the conversation begins to zero in on something particular, I'm shutting my mouth.
Yeah,
I'm like, word.
I'm like, when people like even DM me, I just kind of feel like are you trying to screenshot? So, I don't know.
Absolutely,
I don't know.
Absolutely,
that's crazy.
Especially in this day and time.
I would feel so I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you recorded me, fam.
So that's like seeing me naked.
Like
you was watching me
you
naked.
Recorded, like I'm not
like what kind of bullshit is this?
Yeah.
So in that sense, but in this realm of social media, back and forth, I need one up on you, you need one up on me. We acting like we friends. We not really friends. This is why Urban X don't get involved with none of that.
Fact.
None of I don't want none of the smoke. I'm just telling you now.
Yes, fact.
I don't want none of the smoke.
I'm okay, guys.
Yeah, I'm good. But when you in that realm, you know, there's layers to it and there's things you go, wow. So the fact that he said that is one thing, but damn, you recorded it? That's a whole nother level of it. So in any event, he's supposed to have some tapes and some things on Nipsey, and I don't want your bubble to get burst if Nipsey is your God. Yeah. Like if Nipsey is your God, then you should know better than to put anybody on a pedestal, because every man and woman is equal to who you are and is subjected to the same pitfalls that you may be subjected to. So don't ever let that, go over your head.
Yeah, so what do you think is going to be the aftermath? Because, like, that, you expose something to that level, like, something got to happen. Like, another shoe got to drop.
No, like, not if these people are agents and federal agents, among other things. Right. And, and are protected by even greater so-called gang members. Ain't nothing gonna happen to Wack. What's gonna happen to Wack?
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? So I mean, in public opinion, in the face of public opinion, if anything was gonna happen to Wack, it would have already happened. True. This ain't his first rodeo. True. His name has been in this mix for a minute. So this is what I mean. This is social media entertainment. Yeah. It is not for you to take any of it serious, because 2 weeks later, I bet you his following don't go nowhere. Oh yeah. Perfect example. Yeah. You said that about Nipsey. His following gonna stay the same, maybe even increase. Yeah. Because people are more intrigued on. So understanding how to reverse those polarities is going to be key for you.
And somebody said, who would name himself Wack? Well, from what I heard, the term whack in Cali is spray painting, like you whacked him. So I think he was a spray painter in his hood.
Okay, he was a graffiti writer.
Yeah.
And he kept the name as opposed to.
That's what I think, because like, why would you name yourself Whack, right?
Yeah. But again, whack means different things in different neighborhoods. So.
Exactly. So I remember when
the mob whack.
True.
Hey, whack 100.
True.
It's whack 37. He's catching up.
That's true.
It's whack 99.
True.
It's the king right here. It's whack 100. You don't want to mess with whack 100. Yeah. So it could mean.
And somebody just mentioned it. All this does is just feed the content YouTube machine, bro.
That's all it does.
That's all it does. Because it'll get dry for a couple.
And then it'll feed. And these individuals.
And then there's many different angles you could take with each one of these people.
Right. And then, the residual energy goes to where they wanted it to go, and they get the charge.
Yeah.
They're charging their talisman. That's what I just got finished. I opened up telling you about. Their talisman that you stick, and if somebody else make a talisman of you, that's different. When you make your own talisman, the people will charge it for you.
Yeah.
If you give them a reason to come and interface with it, now all of them will get a nice burst.
Yeah.
They'll feed off that energy until the next so-called scandal, or that's the way it goes.
All right.
It's the way it goes.
That is the way it goes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I heard about this.
So I saw footage of him on a plane. There's a white dude behind him harassing him, berating him.
Yeah.
And then the next video I saw, Mike
duffing him out,
putting the beats on him.
Yes, and rightfully so.
Yeah,
rightfully so.
And apparently, somebody from Mike's camp said that the white guy actually threw a bottle at Mike. So it wasn't just because it looked like Mike was ignoring him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Mike was at the comedy show.
Yeah, somebody pulled a gun on Mike,
and then he kept his cool.
Kept his cool and wound up hugging the guy.
Yeah,
Mike is a peacemaker. He should be up for the Nobel Peace Prize. Until this event, he showed violence.
Yes,
he was supposed to turn the other cheek. He showed violence.
Yeah,
and but every now and then somebody buys an ass whipping. That dude was
like he asked for that.
He was asking for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So Mike gave him what he wanted. And I don't blame Mike in any shape, form, or fashion. This is still Mike Tyson. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know he's smoking his weed and doing his
Zen,
his toad.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna have my man Dooley on.
Okay.
Later on today.
Okay.
And he deals with the snake venom. Mm-hmm. I could say snake venom. That's not illegal, right?
Not yet.
Snake venom, and he's gonna go through the whole process of all we've been seeing on how they've been making it seem bad. Is it bad? Is it good? I done had 3 or 4 doses of the shit.
Okay.
I'm still here. He's gonna go through that. We're gonna bring a few extra guests on, and they'll talk about some of that stuff.
All right.
But most of that'll go on in the after show. Yes. So you have from now until the after show to get your $5 up. All right. So
or $50 for the year. Just pay
$50 for the year. Yeah. We're not fucking around.
Get that out. Yeah.
So Mike has been in the Zen space, but even the Zen, like if you run up on them people out there at Buckingham Palace. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. I seen people doing all kind of weird shit in front of them, and they just be chilling. But these are like certified killers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then I saw one of them chop a dude up like because he went. It's like the Nation of Islam. They can't touch me, Malcolm. I can say what I want to say because they are trained and disciplined. NOI not to hurt me. However, if I go within the zone that I ain't supposed to go into, these dudes will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I can say, listen, I don't care nothing about right? And they go, hey, peace, brother, peace. We just here to keep the peace. And as soon as I cross that line, chop, chop. In the Zulu Nation back in the day, they used to say, come in peace or leave in pieces.
I like it.
Come in peace or leave in pieces.
I like it.
The choice is yours.
Yeah.
So, even as a disciplined man, it's just his own. You just can't go into it. You're asking for trouble.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we'll take a quick commercial break.
Yes.
And we shall return.
We shall return.
We're back.
In the building, in the flesh.
Yes, real quick before we go, shout out to Monique Sullivan for the super chat. She wanted us to give a shout out to her husband, Mario, aka John Deere. It's his 47th birthday today.
47th birthday.
Okay.
What we talking about, son? You about to hit
birthday.
that 5-0, baby.
Yeah, man.
I love it. Enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of it, man, because the time does fly.
So, in continuing our series of interviewing these small businesses, we have another one in here today, Mojisola.
Mojisola. I hope I pronounced that
I
correctly.
hope we pronounced it right, but we'll bring her in right now. Okay, super excited to talk to her and about her business as well, inspirations and all that. Thank you for joining us.
Please, thanks for having me.
What's up?
I really appreciate it.
All right,
I love your show.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Let me do a little bit of reading first. The Mojisola Consulting Office.
Mojisola.
Oh,
Mojisola. God,
okay, don't worry. I'm
Yeah,
Black Dot.
sorry.
I screw everybody's name up. Welcome to the family. Mojisola's Mojisola or Mojisola?
Mojisola.
All right. Consultant offers metaphysical addiction services specifically for the Black community who is on their spiritual path but may be in need of some substance abuse help. I offer tailored individual sessions, group intensive, streamlined treatment series, a career counseling. I work with substances, but I work with other processes or behavioral addiction as well.
Nice.
So thank you for coming on with us. And I want to get right to it. My problem when we're dealing with Europeans and allowing European medicine and mindset to address our needs, because they're not melanated and they're not metaphysically connected to where we come from, I think they are using like a cookie cutter process to deal with our issues and never deal with them. And as a metaphysician, you got to go to the cause and not just the effects and put a Band-Aid on the situation. What's your take, and is this the philosophy in which you use to treat your patients?
Yeah, great question. It is the philosophy I use. I studied in the European system after I had my own addictions. I've gone through a little bit of some recovery, AA and stuff like that. Actually, what led me on this path was because there was not really a space for this for me. I've been on my spiritual path since I'm 50. I'm 37 now. It's been quite a long time. So even going to kind of those treatment spaces and stuff like that, it's not really going to address, it can help, I think on a mundane or a surface level, which is fine. And I mean, if that's what you need to do that. But, I wanted to create something a little bit more deep, and even the addiction space, period. It's so, nobody knows what they're doing. There's theories everywhere as to why people are addicted, and they're so limited. So they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But they do have some valid theories, I'll give them that. And a lot of them I incorporate into the work I do, right? I'm not going to throw it all away and just say, fuck that. But, they just get to a point like, we don't know why one person can get addicted and why one person can't. And I'm like, well, people come here for different reasons. Why is this such a big, but for them, obviously, for the plane that they're on, they lack the melanin, and the melanin is going to, if you're using chemicals and drugs, it's going to just have a whole different effect.
Oh, yes.
Right? Yeah.
And that's interesting because I've heard Dr. Layla Africa and others speak about that melanin. It's an intelligence within itself. And when it identifies something foreign, it automatically goes to attack it. But in doing so, it could bind itself to it. And this is why something like crack addiction affected us more than it may have affected Europeans who are melanin deficient. So how long have you been doing this work? And what are some of the identifying markers you use to deal with addiction?
Okay, so I started, like a lot of people in 2020, I started on my recovery journey as far as that goes. So I stopped the drinking. A year later, stopped the smoking cigarettes. Now I'm on the whole diet thing and eating healthy. So it took stages. I literally just started this business like just this month.
Oh,
Hold
wow.
on, let me clap
But
this
I've
up.
been
Wait a minute, wait a
I've been in
minute.
school.
Congrats.
That's a new business. I love it.
It's 3 weeks old. So,
I love it. You got to go for it. You got to go
I
for
just
it.
went for it. I've been studying. I was going to do it back in the summer, but I was still smoking cigarettes, and I said that's not going to be really authentic to me if I'm still smoking.
You got to live your
And I
raps.
couldn't wait until I'm perfect, so
Right.
I still had to like get my shit together. I'm imperfect. I'm still working on myself. Nothing I say to people is like, "Oh, I'm perfect, and you should follow this way." No. The whole setup of what I do is for people. It may start here. Your journey, recovery may start here, but you're going to use your own intelligence to figure out what that looks like in the long run. Like, I'm not holding your hand a year later. Like, you have that capacity within yourself, because I know I did, so I know other people do out there, right? Just might need a plan, because a lot of our people don't want to go for help, and I know I didn't. But it took me like 8 years of trying to figure shit out. When so I mean, within that 8 years, I've been able to synthesize a lot of things now that I can offer, in a more streamlined way than but just trying to go it alone and be like, I can do it, and then you fall on your face.
So what made you decide to, because you said this is fairly new, so what made you decide to take a different angle rather than just straight down the line substance abuse recovery and stuff like that? Like, because like when we initially first promoted your business and we read it off and I read about it, I was like, wow, that's really, really interesting that somebody has taken that approach. So what made you think like, okay, this would better help, or this will kind of differentiate with my services from somebody else?
Because a lot of what I offer is a lot of the stuff and the modalities that I used on myself. Really, the only educational aspect was to just kind of put it in a bow and have it a bit more, I don't want to use the word clinically sound, but to make it a bit more comprehensive in what I'm offering. So I know what I'm talking about, not just someone who's gone through addiction, but someone who's also studied it. And the whole addiction counseling thing, I was offered a package. I was doing workshops in a residence, women's residence. And I got the full ride. They're going to offer me a package. And then she's like, "You're vaccinated, right?" I was like, "No." And this was a white woman. And she just kept like, she's like, "No, it's not bad. Just get vaccinated." No, that's not what I'm going to do. And even within the residential setup, like in person, I just saw a lot of things. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily do it.
Yeah, because you find yourself limited in what you really want to do. Now, when we speak of addiction, I need people to recognize food is an addiction, drugs is an addiction, alcohol is an addiction, sex is an addiction. There are so many layers and levels of addiction, and everybody's trigger point is different for what it is that they've been going through. So do you delve into people's past to try to find out what may have triggered their specific addiction, or are you pretty much just trying your best to rectify the situation that they're in now?
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. So I go into your triggers, because really, you can stop the physical act of doing something, but until you're understanding what the behavior, like the psychological setup of what the behavior is, the physical stuff alone may subside, but once that's triggered again,
it's a wrap. Yes.
You're just gonna go through that cycle again. So identifying your cause, and really, people are addicted for many different types of reasons.
Do you notice a pattern between? I know all addictions are different and like triggers are different, but do you notice a similar pattern between somebody who's like addicted to like drugs or alcohol or food or something like that?
Well, because addiction, like, it takes place in the same area in the brain, regardless of whether it's, hallucinogens are different, but, whether it's food or alcohol or weed, whatever it is, they take place in the same part of the brain. I think it's really more so the person's, like, people get high for a reason. Why do you get high? Because it feels great. Because, everything is enhanced. Like, people have their reasons. Why do you eat? Well, maybe you grew up and food was a comfort. Or maybe food is, you just love food, but now you've eaten too much of it that it's become an addiction, right? And then there's cross addiction. So for myself, I smoked cigarettes since I was 12. That's a long time.
Wow.
And I drank, smoked weed, did other drugs and ate, right? So those are called cross addictions when you have more than one, and they all seem to feed into another.
Yes.
Actually. Yeah. They'll all feed into another. So for myself, when I quit drinking, I was already smoking, but I started the diet right away. And that was fine. And then when I quit smoking, it was like I could see my brain being like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? I don't have anything. It was just like running, trying to figure out.
Hold on
So
to something, yeah.
Yeah. So the food was the next thing, right? So, understanding what it is that you're trying to, numb, like, or cope with, or emotionally deal with, right?
Got you. So, how do you work with people? Is it mostly through Zoom, or do you do like in person?
It's mostly through Zoom.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna pivot a little bit. This is your business. You started it. Did you get any family support for the business? Were there naysayers, or you just knew that this is what you had to do?
Yeah, I just knew it was, I had to do. My family, no, they're not. No, they're not supporting this. It's just me, pretty much, and I kind of figured, let's just do it. So I just started with the website, and then working on the curriculum and stuff like that. So. Yeah, it's definitely been a steep learning curve, but it's been good so far.
The name, where did it come from?
So that's a good question. So I've never really used that name. My name is Jen. It's my middle name. My dad gave me. My dad, he was Nigerian, and he passed away, but he gave me that name. I've never used it. It's always just been there.
Gotcha.
He's So I said, why not try it with the business? And I think it means attraction to wealth attracting to you. Okay, for the Nigerians out there, I call myself honorary Nigerian. I was adopted, so my roots are Jamaican, but I'm an honorary, Nigerian.
Got it.
So where can you be reached?
Yes, you can reach me at www.mojisolaconsulting.com. The social media stuff like Instagram, it's been a good 10 years since I've been off social media. So it's going to take me a bit just to even get back into that space and that headspace. That's quite
we get it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is.
Yeah, it's
This is quite a bit, but.
Yep.
We get it.
I'll get back in.
All right. So we want to thank you for spending some time with us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Good luck, and for all of those out there who are dealing with addiction and you want to deal with it from a spiritual, metaphysical standpoint, give the sister a call. We're all addicted to something. None of us are perfect. We're trying our best to perfect ourselves here. So reach out, give the sister a call, and get the journey started. We thank you so much, sis. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you so much. Peace.
Super dope.
Super dope.
Like I said, I always enjoy those.
Yes, and I'm glad we added this element because there's a story behind everything and everybody.
Yeah.
And what everybody is going through, there's a story behind it. We here at Urban X never want to negate that. We want to tell those stories. So if you want to advertise with us, because the next month will be here.
This month flew.
Yeah, this month did fly by.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want to advertise with us, what is it? Info?
Sales at urbanx.nyc.
Sales at urbanx.nyc. We'll send you a questionnaire. And if you meet the criteria, because we do have our own criteria.
Yes, you can't just be advertising everything.
No. If it's not aligned with what it is that we feel that best makes us look good and you look good.
Yeah, because there's people who've tried to advertise with us and they didn't have anybody to contact them. They didn't have an email address or they didn't have a website.
We do a point inspection and go, it was a couple of dudes who just threw their money at me. So I don't care. I'm like, I don't want to take your money. I want you to receive the benefits of being in front of an audience. Some people are not ready to get in front of an audience. Sometimes you just have an idea. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be able to help you with that very soon to bring your ideas to fruition. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And we're not the experts on it, but we've gotten really, really good just doing this repetitiously. And you know us, we want to share that information with you. So shout out to our advertisers, future advertisers. And that was an interesting interview.
She was transparent as well, which I always appreciate.
Of Urban X.
No, transparency is the key.
That is it, the key, right? Like that is it.
That's key.
Yeah.
Like I want to be invisible from now on, so I want to be considered transparent.
You're better than that. You know, I'm not disappointed all the time, but you're better than that.
I'm here all week.
You're better than that, right?
I'm here all week. No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So because even when you're helping people, you want to let them know I've either been through it, I'm going through it, or I have been through it. Because a junkie can teach you a whole bunch of stuff. An alcoholic can teach you a bunch of stuff because they're in the mix. Stop thinking, that it's always has to be perfect. I learn from anybody and everybody.
He's not calling her a junkie.
No.
By the way,
No, shit. I was a junkie.
Yeah, I know.
Everything she went through, I went through.
Okay.
I could really relate, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
No. I'm just trying to give technical info. Anywho.
So, the guy who murdered Jacqueline Avon, Clarence Avon's wife.
Yes.
Was found guilty and sentenced to like 190 years in prison the other day.
And how the hell did that happen?
Bro, I didn't even know that the trial was going on. I didn't know he already pled guilty. I didn't know none of this. It was the quietest high-profile case ever.
Yeah. And again, I'm scared of Clarence.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna be very careful about fuck I say.
Oh yeah, that's Black
Godfather.
Godfather.
Something ain't right.
That's the Black Godfather.
You got Nipsey Hussle, you got all these trials that are pending. His wife gets murdered.
Yeah.
They done had the trial, tribulation, this, that, sentencing, and that should seem like 3 months. He's gone.
Yeah.
And you heard nothing about it. That's a level of power that cannot be negated. This ain't no celebrity camera, TMZ cameras in the courthouse.
I didn't even see a painting.
I didn't even know they had a funeral. Like usually TMZ is at the funeral, or I ain't seen nothing, I ain't heard nothing, it's over. And if that was a sacrifice or a payment due, it's over.
Yeah.
I reside above you Negroes.
Yeah.
Nipsey who? That's some shit for the public. My shit is above that.
Yeah.
I mingle with movers and shakers that can make things move and shake outside of the media's realm to the point where homeboy is already convicted 190 years. I didn't even know it was a court date.
Exactly, yeah.
All praises due. From now on, I am not praising Allah. I'm not praising Jesus Christ. I'm praising Avon. That's it. He looked like he can get shit done.
Yeah.
Listen, Avon. I need a new TV.
Obama was president, man.
Yeah, so
people wouldn't know about Obama unless him.
All right.
He pulled them strings. Speaking of Obama, Spotify dropped the Obama's podcast deal.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they did.
I thought they were doing well, him and Mike.
Him and Michelle's podcast was not doing well, apparently, and that's why they not renewed. But I think we talked about CNN Plus, the Obama's podcast. I think it just lends to the bigger idea that the propaganda is no longer effective. It is not effective in real world with real world money.
Got you. Okay.
On Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that, it just looks amazing. For the TVs, oh my gosh, the country needs this.
Got you.
But in real life, it never does well. And I've always said this. Every Disney remake that they try to make what they call woke, right?
Yeah.
They try to implant a gay character where it wasn't a gay character.
They brought them ladies out in that movie. What was that?
Endgame. Avengers Endgame, where they had like all of the women superheroes. Everybody in the movie theater was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that didn't fly well.
Right? Every time they try to make a superhero that wasn't black, even black comic book nerds don't like it. They go, yo, just give me Superman how I remembered Superman.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't care
certain
about
things I don't want to take it with.
They try to make gay characters and they superpowers be making everybody else tolerant to their view. Nobody cares. They just want entertainment. I just want good entertainment.
Right.
Now, an Obama podcast, like who cares? And remember I told you that his influence has gone down significantly
since he got out of office.
Yes, nobody cares.
Yeah.
You back they bring you in to tell you to vote for these Democrats and Joe Biden. They're about to get killed. Okay? So they dropped their podcast, nobody cares. I think they're moving to another podcast. They're about to lose money, whoever they go to. They're gonna get the boost immediately.
Immediate boost and then it's over.
Then it's over.
Yeah. They got two dads kissing on the Proud Family remake. Wow.
See, you get what I'm saying? Every single time they do a remake. They did the Cinderella remake with, what's his name as the fairy godmother.
Yeah,
that didn't do nothing. Did you hear anything about that movie?
No, that was bad, though. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Yeah.
You didn't hear a word about that movie.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, I think companies should be smart. I think they should hire me. I'm not going to lie. I would do well as, executive producer for a lot of these shows.
I agree.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, in the Wimbledon tennis tournament, they actually banned all Russian and players from Belarus. Players from Russia and players from Belarus, they banned them from competing.
As they should, because they're criminals.
That's not crazy. That's like state-sanctioned xenophobia. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and everybody from supposedly America, we are a civilized society, is just going along with it.
Pray for Ukraine. What do you want me to say?
You're right.
Pray for this is YouTube, right?
You're right.
Pray for Ukraine, my nigga.
You are right. I was downtown this morning, and this house had this big Ukrainian flag on it. I was man.
I mean, if you got your chips in order, there's some money in that. Like people donate to, especially if you Ukrainian.
Oh, bro, that is the biggest.
Yeah, you making a killing right now.
Guys, that is the biggest money laundering scheme that is going on right now.
Yeah,
it seems like every day Biden is he's doing a press conference talking about more funding going to Ukraine. Apparently, since February, he sent $4 billion there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, and this is supposedly to help for the war effort, but they still losing. Where the hell is that money going?
Yeah.
And then the president, Zelensky, said they need $7 billion a month to recover economically from this war.
Wow.
He deadass said that.
Wow, 7. But guess who's going to get the contracts? See, this is what I'm saying. America's going to get the contracts to go in and rebuild the shit that they helped tear down. That's the way that shit goes.
Listen, I wish I had.
It's the easiest money made.
Yeah, I wish I had some type of like business to where I can hire my brother-in-law to run this and hire Odyssey for that and hire Eli for this.
We bomb the shit and then we charge you.
Yeah, just wait
to build it back up. It's a smooth hustle.
It is.
How many highways you been on? And they've been working on that highway for 10 years.
Bro, the belt.
Oh, my God. It's like, dude, I've been coming here since a fucking kid. Yeah. And it's the same. It's hustle. Oh, we building it wrong. I tear it back down.
Yo.
That's a lifeless job.
Yo, the bridge, what's that, the 181st Street Bridge?
Yes.
Right. Yo, so what they did was, say it's 6 lanes, right? They worked on 1 lane at a time, messed up traffic for about a year. And so then when they got to the end, I'm like, okay, they almost done. They did it back the other way now.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
And that's all mob ran. Right? Everybody gets a job in the mob.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't want whack 100. Hey. Hey, Whack 100, go in and go see the politician, huh? He's talking about he's gonna cut the funds for what it is we do, all right?
Yeah.
And Whack 20, you go with him too, okay? Make sure this is how you learn, okay? Yeah, that's how that shit go.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It is insane, man.
just crazy.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Real quick.
Yeah, the Washington Heights Bridge. Yeah, that's what shit we
that's
talking
what we were talking about. Real quick. Jerry West demands an apology from HBO for the winning time.
As he should. As he should, because
I love
they
that
made
show.
that nigga look crazy.
I love that show. That is a great show.
Don't
yo.
get it's great TV. See, it's not a documentary,
Yeah.
so they can't be sued.
Right.
They say this is based on.
Yo, before, you know what's crazy? They didn't have the disclaimer on at first. Now they do. Yeah.
This shit is based loosely on the characters.
I think it's all facts.
When you say that, it gives you leeway. But we do know certain things are true. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a mad, angry man.
Yeah, I heard he was a really mean person.
He was a mean person.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson came from that small city of Michigan. He got to Hollywood. He got turned out. He was hitting everything that moved. Because his right-hand man was Jerry Buss. Who was hitting everything that moved.
Did you see that interview that got uncovered of Magic? And he's talking about having sex with that girl in the office.
No.
Oh my God. Somebody asked him something. He was like,
"This is real life."
This is real life, yes.
Right.
And he was just like, certain times, like a woman look at you, you know it's about to go down. Or I'm in the office. I'm looking up at the office, but I'm still trying to do what I got to do. And I'm just like, dude, you said that. Nobody made you say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody made you say that.
He was on the Arsenio Hall show when it broke that he may have been happy.
Really?
And he said, "Come on, Arsenio, you know." Like as if to say, dude, we're like, so those components are real. The way they casted Larry Bird, awesome.
Yeah.
Jerry West was a fanatic, but probably not to that level. He wanted to make sure this organization got a...
Hold on, Jay Nyman, I ain't spoiled nothing. That interview was real life.
Yeah,
that wasn't even on the show.
That wasn't even on the show. Jeannie Buss was a little girl who grew up and saw the whole thing. A lot of stuff going on with that. So it is loosely based. So Magic is going to try to counter with something called This Is Magic on Apple TV Plus, where he's sitting down telling the entire story. Because when somebody else controls the narrative, that's why Michael Jordan was very clear to control his own narrative. Side note, you saw the Boston Celtics beat the shit out of the Nets. But I think, this is just my humble opinion, guys, I think the Ramadan thing is affecting Kyrie. What I mean by that is this. I'm not sure. I think this is his first year going through Ramadan. And so the first game they played was an afternoon game. So you have to fast from sunset, from sunup to sundown. He probably had a hefty breakfast. And then the fasting began. It was a 3 o'clock in the afternoon game. He had a lot of energy. Bob, the crowd was feeding him. This was a 7:30 in the evening game. He looked hungry. He looked hungry to me. So when he came out of the game, his man did like this. He had to go to the back. He had to pray to Allah. And then he came out and he ate a banana. Banana's not going to do it when you starving. He looked hungry, and I'm going to give the victory to Allah. Because he did not look like himself.
Yeah, what's the name? Marcus Smart was in him.
Oh, no. The whole Celtics team.
Yeah, they were locking up. Yeah.
They was locking up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take nothing away from that Boston defense. But a team is always going to beat individuals. Remember, Kevin Durant is a great individual player, and so is Kyrie. But they're not playing like a team.
Right.
So this one could be over in 4, maybe 5.
And we got, you know.
But I think that's what happened. This Kyrie looked drained to me.
Yeah.
Now, if you're used to the Ramadan, like Akeem Olajuwon would do it every year, and he would just come out and get 40 a game. If you're not used to it, it could have some residual effect. Because I know if I'm hungry, I'm fasting today. I didn't get out of bed. You would think my auntie died or something. Like, why is this nigga in the bed? Because I'm trying to get rid of the hunger. I'm trying to sleep this motherfucking hunger away. Shit. I woke up when it was time to come down here, and do the show. They, well, what's wrong with that? Nothing. He's fasting today. And I'm not on some Ramadan, I'm just, intermittently fasting. No, so I know how it is, man. You would think, shit,
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we shall.
Yeah, let's do that.
Return. Right?
So, you want to know what we do and how we do it. Well, we got a step-by-step booklet for you to get to keep your game on track.
Yes, so we are introducing the Family Business Course, right? Where we're teaching 4 different components on running an online family business. That's podcasting, YouTube, self-publishing, and t-shirt printing. Right?
And we also have a bonus course.
We do. We also have a bonus course teaching how to build your own membership.
Yes.
And how we were able to build our own as well, step by step, line by line. We teach you even how to make the actual software for the membership. We teach you how to do all of that stuff.
Crazy,
right? And an extra bonus is I threw in the ebook to Urban Excellence along with the video interviews. Never before seen the footage.
Drop the mic.
Never before seen footage. And the reason why I did that is because I want to show families the 11 stories of people who also created their own businesses as well, who also overcame trials and tribulations as well. And I think it's all relevant to, building your family business. So that's what we want you to go get.
We have a free ebook. It's absolutely free. And we have free online training, a free mini course to get you started.
Yes.
We recommend that you download, hit the link below, get the free ebook.
Yes.
Take the free training, and then take that leap. And we're going to be here every step of the way.
Yes. So hit the link below and visit www.urbanx.nyc/family. Or just hit the link below.
Peace.
Peace.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Shanell, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and I am happy to announce that I am back and in full effect, ready to work with you on your spiritual journey. Whether you're looking to balance your chakras with an infusion of Reiki energy, or you're looking to connect with your spirit team with an angel oracle reading and get some clarification or confirmation on your love life or your career, finances, or just life in general. Or perhaps you're looking for a non-judgmental, safe space to receive some mental ease, I am here to help you. So be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. See all the services that I provide. Get to know me a little bit better. And also, feel free to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and see hundreds of videos that I have available for free to help you on your spiritual journey. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I feel big, like Bigfoot big. Like,
tell me, what do you notice about your body?
Claws.
Your feet?
They look big.
What are you wearing?
Fur.
What else do you notice?
Just like woods. My eyes are kind of green, yellowish. Kind of cat eyes.
What color are you?
Brown. And I'm so loud. I'm strong. I'm like roaring. I see an animal. I feel like an animal. I feel ancient.
Looking at the moon at the top of this mountain. What's happening there with you?
I'm about to hunt.
Tell me what happens next.
Something attacks me. It seems really big. It's like dragon. It's got huge claws, wings, greenish. It looks kind of translucent. I see fire. I feel scared. There's other animals coming now. like a big bobcat. I'm just laying there.
What are these other animals doing?
They're eating me.
And we are back.
Shouts out to our advertisers. That information is in the description below.
You already know what we do here.
And if you are a small business and you want to advertise with us, don't forget to email sales@urbanx.nyc.
Right. Yep. Sales@urbanx.nyc.
Facts.
We can get you on the calendar, and we'll take it from there. I want to make a quick announcement before we move on.
Okay.
I told you I got my man Dooley coming on the show tonight. And
coming on the after show.
Coming on the after show. And he's doing a conference in Atlanta with a series of spiritualists. One sister is a sonic therapist. And she was on, I believe she was on Hot 97 or something. Breakfast Club and Sway in the Morning. And she helps women have orgasms without being touched. I believe that's her. Don't quote. One of these sisters, ladies, imagine reaching an orgasm without some sweaty nigga touching you. This has got to be a breakthrough of all breakthroughs.
Yo, tell me real quick. Talking about that. No, go ahead. Finish.
All right, so Sacred Sacraments and the Journey Within, Mind, Body, and Spirit from April 26th to May 1st. We got Shaman the Dooley, Nikki Morgan, Adira Moselle, Chief Nighthawk, and Nikki Monty. Does that say Monty? Yes. Nikki Monty. They will all be collaborating. These are all-day workshops. If you're in the Atlanta area, you come down. Now, I already know Dooley's work. That's the one who did the snake venom, on me. That's the one who does the rape. You know what I'm saying? That's the powder up the nose to clear your sinuses. He also does the frog toad, the stuff that you hear Mike Tyson them talking about, which is a spiritual journey, the ayahuasca. So all of these things, he's a shaman. He's traveled the world over, Mexico, all different places, learning from actual shamans. Now, some of these sisters are going to deal with Reiki, sonic therapy, and other spiritual, things that we have long forgotten or forgot about. So I want you, if you're in that area, to click that link below. We put the link in the description so you can tap in if you are in that area within those 4 or 5 days and you would like to participate. I believe it's a questionnaire they want you to fill out. You fill out and then you get lined up. We're going to bring him on the after show. I might tap him in a few minutes earlier if time allows, because I want him to speak about the documentary Watch the Water and some of the negative connotations that snake venom has received, and if he can counter that information with real information for some of our brothers and sisters who may now be confused and things of that nature. So I say the after show because we could just kind of do what we do. You know what it is? And he's gonna have 1, 2, or 3 of these sisters come on too. So the after show is gonna be litty.
And the link is in there.
The after show will be litty tonight.
I'm gonna pin it to the
So
top.
You need to get that $5 ready, or $50 for the year. It's up to you. And stop bullshitting around, because we are going to start antagonizing you with great info on these after shows. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm back on the screen.
Now you're back on the screen. There you go.
Yeah, I'm back.
People be complaining. Where's Malcolm? So that's the link. Tune in if you can. And if you're in that area, I'm pretty sure it will be life-changing. Whenever Dooley comes to New York, he goes to Brother Hank Risen's house every week. It's standing room only. People out the door trying to have these experiences once again connected to the earth and get back on the grid, and ayahuasca, and we just had 420.
Oh yes, it's not a big deal.
It lost its,
because it's not taboo anymore. You know what I mean?
I think that's because I was saying the energy is different. Usually people be making a big deal about 420.
It's not taboo.
It came and went.
Yeah.
But today is the 6th anniversary that Prince passed away.
Yes, it is.
is 421.
Yes, it is.
So we want to, shout out Prince, his body of work, and, reflect on some of the things and, what he left behind as a legacy. But today is that day. Yeah.
That was a wild day.
No, that was a wild day. And for him to die of some kind of drug addiction, and it's none of it makes any sense, bro. None of it makes any sense. So, I will die for you. Right? That's the song Prince wrote. I will die for you, being the 21st letter. So coded is 421, and he died on 421. How ironic. Mm-hmm. Now, that doesn't mean it was a conspiracy, but isn't it like, wow, like, damn, like, what are the odds of you being the 21st letter of the alphabet, and you phonetically also meaning Y-O-U? It just goes to show you this shit is deep, man.
Yeah, 6 years already.
6 years already. 6 years. I thought it was 3. Malcolm said, no, it's 6. Yeah. I'm like, wow, this time is flying here down in this realm.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So today, the Florida House, they passed a bill Thursday to eliminate the special privileges, the special district privileges that allows Disney to self-govern themselves.
Okay.
Tax privileges, they can self-govern themselves. And
so they got a war within a war in Florida by itself.
It's going down in Florida.
Because Disney has its own rules and regulations.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they tried to kind of undermine DeSantis, that the parents' bill, where they keep calling it the "Don't Say Gay" thing. So they tried to kind of undermine them. They made it a bigger story than it really was, and they made it a big thing. And DeSantis said, "Word, like y'all are talking,
yeah."
You know what I'm saying? And
well, that puts Disney in a real awkward position. You heard what the executive said. She said she's trying to feed the gay agenda. She didn't say because I'm gay, I think I should. She said every opportunity I get, I'm feeding it into the mainframe.
Yeah.
And so we do have confirmation of what a lot of us thought that Disney was doing. She gave us confirmation, and the fact that they almost operate as a sovereign nation amongst themselves. The governor now is saying, I'm stripping you of that. So you could just go in there and smack somebody in the face. Disney, welcome. Welcome.
Yeah. But remember what I said. Like when you try to go their brand of woke, it doesn't work out.
Right.
Disney stock, I think, has been like plummeting as of lately. Netflix, they lost 200,000 people, subscribers in the first quarter. They set to lose 2 million in the second quarter alone.
And this is because people been stealing the IDs, yes?
No, it is because that they raised prices. There's not really good content up, and they're thinking about adding commercials in Netflix.
I'm not gonna watch it.
And
I don't watch it now, but one of the perks was that there was no commercials.
And they're talking about penalizing people for sharing passwords. So this entrepreneur guy, he said, "Yo, what happened to Blockbuster when Blockbuster was penalizing people, like the late fees? You remember the late fees?"
Oh, people was like, "Yo, this shit been under my couch for 3 months. I couldn't find it. $75." You're like, you know what, man? Fuck it. I could have bought the whole movie by that time.
Exactly.
Yes, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So Netflix is going down. So it's a lot. And then remember, Netflix has their own ideology when it comes to their content as well. Even though they had some questionable things. You remember QDs?
Oh yeah.
That happened.
That did happen.
Like
Yep.
A lot of people act like it didn't happen. That happened. But like I said, you go. I don't want to say you go woke, you go broke, because that's not what woke means to us.
Right.
To them and to how the media is spinning it, yeah.
And, listen, there's so many options now that you can live without Netflix. There was a time where it's like you really couldn't live.
Yeah, it became its own thing.
Was Netflix the ones that you could binge? They gave you the whole season at one time?
They started that.
They started that. Now, that was, like right now, winning time, I'd like to see the whole season.
Facts.
So that was their niche that pulled you in. Netflix and chill. A lot of niggas, got off on that. But now you got options. You got other options,
Somebody said, Malcolm, is there an update on DuckDuckGo? So DuckDuckGo, if you remember, the CEO said something about filtering content, like when they started talking about misinformation and we're gonna start downranking stuff like that, not just giving you what you search for,
right?
But so a lot of people have stepped away, but I think I haven't heard anything more about that.
No, but all of them I think start out with the proper intent, and the minute you start seeing any advertisements, or they become compromised, unless you got your own private server. Like Nordic, I believe is one of them. I think it's called
Nordic VPN. That's not. It's not a search engine. It's the kind that your VPN is to kind of trick everything to make it seem like you're in a different country. So you get because Netflix from somewhere in the UK is different from the Netflix we have here.
Got you.
Different content licenses and stuff like that.
Got you.
So yeah,
something to think about.
Did you guys see that interview? With the black man who left his home and he went to fight in Ukraine?
I did.
Oh my gosh, his name is Malcolm Nance, and he's
got the full uniform on now.
Yeah, he is destroying
black people.
The name Malcolm, right?
Yeah.
And there was a reel where he was there, and then like you heard something flying over, and he was just like, "Oh, that's a heat-seeking missile with this." 80 degrees that way, stand by, and he was just being all dramatic and goofy. Oh my god! And then somebody was just like, "Yo, like what have you done anywhere close to fighting for black people in America that way? That you went to a whole different country.
Right, you got battles in Detroit right now. Where you from? Water issues and other issues that you can fight. Yes." Just people looking for clout.
People are crazy, man.
Like the mayor or the governor of one of them cities who's now making April
Confederate
History Month.
Yeah.
What's his goddamn issues? That's gotta be for clout.
Come on. What's his name? Is a black mayor official? What's his name? What is his name? I want to get his name because Curtis Hayes.
Curtis Hayes.
Yep. Now, it says the 30 days that follow March will hereby be known. This is what he said as Confederate History Month. Damn it, black man. And he's surrounded by white dudes. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, the optics of it is crazy.
That is nasty.
This is Bizarro World. Nothing is going to happen to him.
Yeah.
He just charged his talisman or his avatar with the energy he wanted. He wanted white people to uphold him and praise him for doing a good nigger job.
Yeah.
And the nigger has done a good nigger job, and the rest is what it is.
Yeah. That's Tennessee, by the way.
Tennessee. Stand up, Tennessee. What the hell's going on out there?
Stand up.
Stand up. God damn it. God damn it, Tennessee.
Oh, man. Let's start taking some questions.
Yeah, let's start taking a few questions.
That Malcolm Nance video is crazy. Like, he was serious. He was just like, "Oh, they come in threes, 100 meters behind each other." He's getting the degrees on his wrist. I was like, God, Lee, man,
terrible, Kenny. That terrible.
Oh, guys, don't forget, Pusha T's album comes out tonight. I heard it.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to it.
It's hard.
I'm gonna listen to it, not thinking he's promoting drugs. But I'm watching a movie. It's like a James Bond movie. And just enjoy the rhymes and the beats for what they are, because he hasn't killed anybody lately. He hasn't sold any keys lately.
Yeah.
He hasn't done any of that lately. So these are just fantastic stories of who he would project himself to be as a reflection of a reflection into the metaverse and social media world. Yes?
Yes.
I am Black Dot in the social media world. Yes? You Malcolm here and there. That's cheesy, but you should come. You got to create an avatar. Malcolm Excellence or something. Or
I like that one.
You know what I'm saying? Put that out there.
I think Red Pill gave me that name.
Yeah, Malcolm Excellence. Put it out there.
I like that one.
And create all the anti or shit you want to do and be. It's all there for you.
Right.
Children have imagination, right? And they create these fantastic stories. You got to think again like a child. That's
Somebody
the problem.
said it was AB. Who's AB? It was AB Malcolm. Your dad, you looking like Florida Evans a little bit. That's messed up.
I think that's funny. James.
It said, what about... So I didn't hear about Umar School not being able to raise money for it.
We're still talking about that.
Oh,
Absol, the artist.
Oh, he's nice.
Yeah, he's
we got cheated, man. We should have got a Black Hippie album.
Is it too late for the Black?
It might be because he's leaving TDE.
Oh, okay.
Favorite track on, I think, Call My Bluff is one, and then the last one with Malice. Malice went crazy on that one.
Oh, okay. Most Def and Talib Kweli have the Black Star album coming out.
Oh, yes.
And that looks like it's going to be two of the most phenomenal MCs of our era.
Yes.
And it's 20-something years, in between albums. But that's all going to be some shit.
What are your thoughts on the food plants? Yes. So 2 major food distribution centers caught on fire. Major ones.
2 major food. Oh boy.
Now, if you think that is anybody but those 3 letters, that 3-letter organization, that is doing that to create a food shortage somehow, then you're bugging. That is definitely them.
Because technically, how else? There's no other way to warrant a food shortage. That war over there ain't got
has nothing to do with our food.
Nothing to do with our food. So for them to even try to connect it, there has to be an external event or events that take place, problem, reaction, solution, which creates the shortage and then the chaos, because niggas ain't gonna be hungry. Somebody said, I get hangry. I like that. Yeah. I think it was Jay Nightmare. He said, I get hangry when I don't eat shit.
Yo, what did you guys think about the government or the federal judge removing the travel mask mandate?
I mean,
I saw videos of people ecstatic about it.
Dropping their shit right there. Bloop, 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 bloop,
ecstatic about it. And that's what I mean by real life versus Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the discussions about these things, because on Twitter you would think everybody just I don't care what they say. I'm going to just keep mine on. Boom, boom. But the pilots, the flight attendants, all of them were super excited to be able to just take their mask off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're already happy about that. Now, Jen Psaki, the Biden administration is trying to appeal that decision, and she said something fly about trying to preserve the power that the CDC will have in the future.
And in translation, what that means is the CDC rules over all of this. So what they say almost supersedes what anybody else says. So when they say this is a pandemic or something, or it comes from the CDC, an emergency, it allows them to put into place all of the rules and regulations which put you on lockdown. That decision has to come from what appears to be an independent source that knows best. So it's either the NIH, which is the National Institution of Health, or the CDC. One of them has the ability to go, this is no longer just a situation, it is a pandemic. You know what I mean? And I want to read something.
And then Fauci, he did actually an interview, and he said, like, this is not, a federal matter. This is a health matter, and this is a CDC matter. Something to that effect. So, just pay attention to it.
All right, I can't find what I'm looking
for. But I don't see how, because right now, there's so many people with a lot of these mandates being dropped and stuff like that, that you cannot put that back in the... You can't put that genie back in the bottle. You can't put that
genie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it happened, and they kind of ran it for too long. I've always said that. You had, like, 2 months.
Yeah.
You had, like, 2 months to kind of get whatever you wanted to get off. Other than that, people just started waking up. People just started getting tired. I promise you, I remember, like, it was maybe the end of April of 2020, and I went outside, the entire Harlem was on 7th Ave.
Yes.
And mind you, this is where it's still like you could catch this and you gonna die. And nobody had a mask on. Everybody was chilling. Everybody was drinking, smoking, partying, music blasting, motorcycles going up and down 7th. And everybody was outside. And I'm like, yo, that's when you drive people to their limit. Like, you know what? I'll risk it.
And they'll risk it. I told you during the whole AIDS or so-called HIV, nobody stopped fucking. We stopped fucking for about a week. maybe 2. So we can reflect on some of them nasty chicks that late at night we called up and be like, you call her random, hey, how you doing? I'm okay. I mean, we getting it back. Or no, have you been coughing lately? Or
you got a runny nose?
You got a runny nose. I start reading off the, do you have the shits? Runny nose, sweat, fever.
Oh, yeah.
Are you delusional? No. All right, girl. Well, I'm just checking up on you.
Yeah.
You know, woo, check her off the list. What about that chick right there?
Yeah.
I wanted to read this. It says, if you allow government to break the law for an emergency, they will create emergencies to break the law. That's it in a nutshell. If you allow government to break the law for an emergency, they will create the emergency to break the law.
So now, here's the thing. Interesting time we're in right now, right? So now, we saw CNN Plus failed, right?
Gone.
So that says something about mainstream news and how people really feel about it.
Yes.
Right? So, to kind of run another pandemic, let's say, the
through the gamut, through the machine, through the funnel.
Is it going to be the same thing?
No,
because people are just kind of like, I don't want to hear that no more.
I don't want to hear it.
Every time people say the government wouldn't do that, and then a couple weeks later you find out they're doing it. Oh,
yes, and then you start using a little bit more common sense and going, I've survived this far.
That too.
So y'all keep saying this was going to happen.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 2020 people were just going outside like, time out.
I'm good.
I'm all right. Okay.
You know?
All right. So, you know.
And for those who were getting sick, you got to remember, we're not saying that there was no...
I'm not saying
Come
that
on,
at all.
it was... Because I had it. That shit was dangerous.
I'm not saying that at all.
But if they didn't use those terms, I would have just thought I had a bad case of the flu. Right? So the terminology used heightens your fear, and your mind will take you places. You're dead before you die.
Yeah.
Once you put that in your subconscious mind that you die. Because if nobody ever told you anything and you was sick, you'd be like, yo, I got the flu, man. You know, I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to wait it out, sweat it out, this, that, and that. And next thing you know, I'm good.
Somebody said, was the military doing skydiving? I think they were
over the
national. No, it was the Nationals game.
Right. But why were they being trailed? Surveillance was trailing them. I don't know if they made the announcement.
They apparently said it was a miscommunication. They did it like they planned on doing that for the baseball game, but the police captain, they didn't know.
Keep in mind, those types of miscommunications don't happen often. Mm-hmm. So now they just gave you a clue of something that could take place soon over that same airspace, and you're gonna go back to that point of the miscommunication.
Yeah.
Wow, miscommunication. Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
DJ Envy and his wife. I don't understand what people get by just divulging such personal information. Stuff that can really just embarrass you and your family.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I would hate that. Like, my parents would just, oh my God.
I mean, if you're out there to help people, there are other ways to help people. I mean, but you telling your story, there's gonna be, because they got a huge fan base.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be people who reap the benefits of their story, but it's just gotta be a limit. Ma, don't tell that story. Yeah. Don't tell those, but don't tell. And we need to be on the same page. Jeez. Like, even when I'm a jokester, but my wife can give me a look at dinner and go, all right, nigga, right there.
Yeah.
Stop the fucking games, and you will see me, a grown-ass man, act like my mother just looked at me in church.
Yeah.
Like, I will whip your ass, and then I will straighten up and know, okay.
She said, his wife said that, like, God gave her mom dementia, so she wouldn't, like, say anything about her taking Envy back after he cheated.
Wow.
We don't need to know that.
Yeah.
We don't even need to know that your brain went there to justify that. Like, God damn.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, humiliation is part of this, clearly.
Yep.
Any more questions before we get up out of here? Go to the after show.
I'll take one or two more questions.
All right.
I was hoping Dooley could chime in now, so I can easily say to you, don't bust that nut. We'll be back in 15 minutes of the after show, but it doesn't seem like that's going to pop.
Okay.
But we will have him hopefully.
Real quick, I want to shout out to the people who listen to us on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, they don't get enough love.
We appreciate you.
Honk your horn twice.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Thank you, appreciate it, yeah. If you're going across country in your truck.
Somebody said you heard about Nature Boy mentioning us 2 months ago. No, I did not.
No, I did not hear about that. What did he say about us? 2 months ago. That goes to show we don't know what's going on.
2 months ago. Facts.
I know we didn't say nothing about him 2 months ago.
We sure didn't.
So maybe he was saying we have a very nice show.
Hopefully.
You know, who knows?
But with that being said, guys.
With that being said.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay?
Yeah, like now, because we had 750, something likes.
Don't forget to like, share, and tell a friend and tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Next steps for the podcast. Listen, we are going to grow, man. Spend the grow. We're about to expand this.
Yes.
We're about to take this to some other places, and I can't wait. You know what I mean? And we'll see you guys in the after show. The members, if you want to join the membership, just go to urbanx.nyc. Scroll down. You can either join for $5 a month or $50 for the entire year.
Yeah.
Get access to all of our after shows. Hours, like 40 plus hours of his old lectures, some interviews we did. We got the Real Mentalities coming. We promise.
Some classes I've taught.
We took some classes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's Urban X. It's Quantum Urban X.
Yes, it's all there. It is all there. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.